What's up, Food Beats fam? This is Jesse with a step-by-step demonstration of the drum class warm-up found on page 7 of our brand new ebook from F-Flat's Food Beats for Buckets. Ow! First, I want to give a big shout out to the Mad Beats Philly family, teaching and performing in schools and recreation centers across Philadelphia. The drum class warm-up found on page 7 is a new version of Mad Beats Philly's Grip 1, 2, 3, the secret sauce to why our Mad Beats drummers play so well and go so far with their skills. So, why should we warm up together? Why not just get right into the beats? Well, warming up helps us build 3 crucial skills that every drummer needs. First, letting the stick bounce. So we don't play too hard or squeeze the stick. Skill number 2, steady beat and rhythm, so we all stay on beat without speeding up or slowing down. With a nice groove like that. And skill number 3, listening skills, so we can play together and make mad beats. So, are you ready to learn the secret of being a great drummer? Get your popcorn ready, because we're about ready to start. Step 1, stretchy and floppy wrists. Let's find our wrists and loosen them up. That's the first key to success. So I'm gonna say, where's my wrist? Where's my wrist? And you're gonna say, here's my wrist. Here's my wrist. All right, here we go. Where's my wrist? Where's my wrist? I said, where's my wrist? Where's my wrist? I said, where's my wrist? Where's my wrist? Y'all say. I said, where's my wrist? Where's my wrist? Y'all say. All right, now let's stretch our right wrist. Lay your finger on your wrist and stretch. Stretch your wrist. Stretch your wrist. Let me hear y'all say that. That's right. Say stretch your wrist. Stretch your wrist. Let me hear y'all say. Switch it up. Let's say stretch your wrist. Stretch your wrist. Let me hear y'all say. I said stretch your wrist. Stretch your wrist. Let me hear y'all say that. Now let's flop our wrist. I'm gonna say flop, flop, flop your wrist. Flop, flop, flop your wrist. Let me hear y'all say that. I said flop, flop, flop your wrist. Flop, flop, flop your wrist. Y'all say it. Those were quarter note flops. The same speed as a beat. Let's try eighth notes. That's twice as fast as a beat. Here we go. Let's say flop, 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 flop your wrist. Say it back. I said flop, 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 flop your wrist. Y'all say it back. I said flop, 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 flop your wrist. Say it back. I said flop, 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 flop your wrist. Y'all say it back. How let's like, what about 16th notes? Can we do 16th note flops? I don't know. Let's go. Floppy, floppy wrist. Floppy, floppy wrist. Floppy, 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 floppy wrist. Y'all say it. I said floppy, floppy wrist. Floppy, floppy wrist. Floppy, 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 floppy wrist. Y'all say it. One more time. Say floppy, floppy wrist. Floppy, floppy wrist. Floppy, 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 floppy wrist. Y'all say it. Step 2, we gotta find our thumb and finger, because every great drummer knows how to hold the sticks between their thumb and finger. Because that gives you the best chance to bounce and make mad beats. So let's try it. Say thumb and finger, thumb and finger. This is how we hold the drumstick. I said thumb and finger, thumb and finger. This is how we hold the drumstick. Now we're gonna make a seesaw. Ready? Seesaw, seesaw. Y'all say it. I said seesaw, seesaw. Y'all say it. Seesaw, seesaw. Y'all say it. Seesaw, seesaw. Y'all say it. All right, let's switch it up. Seesaw, seesaw. Where is it? Between your thumb and finger, thumb and finger. I said thumb and finger, thumb and finger. Let's go. Seesaw, seesaw. Let me hear that. Seesaw, seesaw. Nice job. Hold both sticks between your thumb and fingers. Feel that. That's all you need. Just your thumb and fingers. Double seesaws. Woo! So crazy. Now, step 3. For the final one, we're gonna learn how to bounce, bounce, bounce like a basketball. Bounce the sticks like a basketball. I said bounce the sticks like a basketball. So to do that, we're gonna need to make a pizza slice with a thumb and finger, thumb and finger. How do I know my pizza slice is nice? Because it's the same on both sides. Not too much to the right, not too much to the left, but right in the middle. Same on both sides. Here we go. Let's lay these sticks on the back of the chair like this and stretch your wrist, stretch your wrist. Say stretch your wrist, stretch your wrist. Let me hear it. Say stretch your wrist, stretch your wrist. Let me hear it. Woo! Stretch your wrist, stretch your wrist. Let me hear it. Nice. Now, ready? Say bounce, bounce, bounce like a basketball. 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 Let's go. Bounce, 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 bounce like a basketball. I said bounce, bounce, bounce like a basketball. With your thumb and finger, thumb and finger. That is how we hold the drumsticks. Let's go. Bounce, 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 bounce like a basketball. I said bounce, bounce, bounce like a basketball. With your thumb and finger, thumb and finger. That is how we hold the drumsticks. Bounce, bounce, bounce like a basketball. Bounce, bounce, bounce like a basketball. And stop. Great job. So, you learned the 3 crucial steps to being a great drummer, which was stretchy and floppy wrists, thumb and finger, thumb and finger. That is how we hold the drumstick, and bounce, bounce like a basketball. Like that. So, do that every day, and you will make mad beats. Thank you so much, y'all. Look forward to seeing y'all again on the next lesson. Take care.